execution of the document, the notary public is a commissioned notary public.
But you are aware that the executive judge issues a commission to a notary public that will authorize him to act as a notary public for a certain period and within the jurisdiction of Quezon City, isn't it, Madam Witness?
Before, sir, it used to be the office of the clerk of court signed by the executive judge. But now it is the executive judge.
Yes, so you are confirming with me now that in fact a commission should have been issued to Attorney Maynard Panela authorizing him to act as notary for 2000.
Yes,
We
sir.
object, Your Honor. The question is misleading. It tends to prove that the notary public was not commissioned when in fact the witness has already presented a certification stating that he was commissioned as a notary public.
He is on the cross. So let him answer. Let her answer.
May I hear the question again, sir?
I'm asking if he was issued a commission as a notary public for Quezon City for the year 2007.
Yes, sir, because I certified as to this commissioned as notary public.
Can you kindly bring at the next hearing of this case the commission issued to Attorney Maynard Panela, Madam Witness?
We object, Your Honor. The witness has already said that she already issued a
Let
certification.
the witness, and she's under cross. The tendency of the question is to test the credibility of the witness.
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Now, under the, you are of course aware that we have a new rules on notarial practice, and this is the 2004 rules on notarial practice, isn't it, Madam Witness?
Yes, sir.
Now, one of the provisions of this notarial practice under Section 2, Paragraph 8, and I would like to read it before I will ask you the question. A certified copy of each month's entries and a duplicate original copy of any instrument acknowledged before the notary public shall, within the first 10 days of the month following, be forwarded to the clerk of court and shall be under the responsibility of such officer. If there is no entry to certify for the month, the notary shall forward a statement to this effect in lieu of certified copies herein required. Now, the clerk of court referred to in Section 2, Paragraph 8 is your office, isn't it, Madam
Yes,
Witness?
sir.
So it would be correct to say and confirm with me if it's true that Notary Public Attorney Maynard Panela had in fact submitted his monthly statements or reports to your office for the year 2007.
2007, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So remember, our notarial rule on notarial rule was only in 2004.
We are talking of 2007 already, Madam Witness.
Okay,
So did he
2007.
or did he not comply with the monthly submission of duplicate original copy of instruments acknowledged before him?
They have to comply. They
Sige.
have, but I'm not sure if they complied.
Okay, can you kindly again review your records, Madam Witness, and tell us tomorrow whether he in fact submitted his monthly statements or monthly reports of the documents that he had acknowledged?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm also a notary public, Madam Witness, and it is my practice that when I submit to the court my reports, I cover it with a covering letter naming therein the documents that I acknowledge. Is this the same practice practiced by Notary Public in Quezon City, if you know?
Yes, sir, I know.
With due respect, Your Honor, to my compañero, may we just ask, Your Honor, what is the relevance, Your Honor, of the line of questioning, considering that we are already going into his practice of submitting documents before the clerk of court as a notary? How would that be material, Your Honor?
We are testing, Your Honor.
That's a preliminary question. So proceed.
So there was actually an answer already, Your Honor, and he said that that is a practice. So there are, in fact, covering letters when the notary public submits their reports.
Yes, sir.
And kindly bring, for the year 2007, the monthly reports as well as the covering letter, Madam Witness.
Yes, sir, I will do that.
With that, Your Honor, and with the request for additional documents, and we were only shown these documents today, they were not even pre-marked, Your Honor, by the defense. So may we defer further cross until the documents are produced tomorrow, Your Honor.
All right. cross-examination deferred until tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock when this witness is instructed to return with the documents requested.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. We will be calling our next witness, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Your Honor, please may we request that Attorney Noel Lazaro be recognized. He will be presenting the next witness for the defense.
Yes, where is he?
Magandang hapon po, galang-galang na
Yes, sir,
Pangulo ng Senado at mga kasapi ng hukumang ito.
testigo ninyo?
May tumawag na po sa kanya, nandyan lang po siya sa kabilang
Session
kwarto.
suspended
Salamat po.
for 1 minute.
Paglilitis habang inaantabayanan itong pang-apat na witness ng depensa para ngayong araw. Kanina po ay nakita natin ang pagtestigo ni Attorney Perlita L., ang clerk of court ng Quezon City. Ipinresinta po niya ang mga dokumento na ipinanotaryo na Declaration of Trust at Special Power of Attorney na ibinibigay ni Maria Charina Corona sa kanyang mga magulang na si Chief Justice at Mrs. Corona. Ito, Mark, yung kaugnay ng pagbili ng property.
May kinalaman ito sa McKinley property dahil maalala po natin when it was turned for the prosecution to present their evidence, pinakita po nila na ang nagbayad nitong property na ito ay si Chief Justice. At merong ang lumilitaw ngayon na dokumento called the Deed of Trust para gustong patunayan ng depensa na merong ang trust relationship na nagaganap. Pakipaliwanag nga, Attorney JJ, ano ang relevance nitong Deed of Trust? At mukhang nagulat ang prosecution sa existence nitong dokumento nito, kaya humingi po sila ng time to examine it.
Okay, itong deed of trust nito ay napaka-importante dito sa depensa, no? Kasi ito ay pinasisinungalingan ang alegasyon sa kanila na ang property sa McKinley ay kay Chief Justice Corona. Pinatutunayan lamang ng deed of trust na ito or declaration of trust na ito na ang property talaga ay kay Charina Corona at hindi doon sa mag-asawang Corona.
Dalawang dokumento, Attorney, ang ipinresenta ngayon. Isa naman dito yung SPA o Special Power of Attorney. Ano naman ang pagkakaiba nito sa Deed of Trust?
Okay, although hindi natin nakita pa yung SPA na ginawa nga daw ni Charina Corona, itong SPA ay nagpapatunay na inauthorize niyang kanyang mga magulang na bilhin ang property on her behalf or to deal with the brokers on her behalf dahil sabi nga nila wala raw dito sa Pilipinas si Charina Corona. At ito namang deed of trust ay kanya raw in-execute upang sabihin na maaaring mamahala habang siya'y wala rito sa property ay ang kanyang mga magulang.
Bakit sa tingin mo, Attorney, kinakailangan pa itong deed of trust? Gayong nakalagay naman sa SPA kung ano yung pwedeng gawin ng mga magulang niya in her behalf.
Kasi ang SPA, no, hindi naman maaaring maging ganoon kalawak ang ibinibigay na responsibilidad doon sa taong pinag-iiwanan nito. Hanggat maaari kasi ang SPA, ina-execute lamang yan to do particular acts. At pag nagawa mo ng particular acts na ito, dapat ang SPA ay mawalang bisa na. Hindi ka maaaring mag-issue ng napaka-general na SPA para sa isang tao. Kung kaya't itong deed of trust ay ginawa niya marahil para sabihin kung ano mga nasasaklaw na maaaring gawin ng kanyang mga magulang sa property na ito.
Oo, itong Deed of Trust na ito, maintindihan pa natin lalo kasi kapag nabasa na ito at pag na-cross-examine. Ngayon po, ito na po ang pang-apat na testigo para po sa depensa sa araw na ito. Panoorin po natin. Ito po at magsisimula in a little while dahil wala pa po sa kanyang upuan ang ating presiding officer at importante pong maintindihan po nga natin itong Deed of Trust dahil bagong dokumento ito, Attorney JJ, ano? At syempre yung terms kung bakit kailangan pa ito na siya naman ang nagbayad, bakit merong Deed of Trust and yet iba't pinangalan pa rin yung payments kay Chief Justice or yung resibo. Bakit ganon? At bakit hindi na lang idiniretso sa pangalan ni Charina Corona yung mismong mga resibo? Merong kinalaman ba ito dun sa mga diniposito nila sa account ng Chief Justice? ang daming katanungan, Cathy, na dapat pang ipaliwanag.
Ito nga ang ina-attempt ngayon, Mark, no, nitong defense team. Pinapaliwanag naman nila this time, itong mga pinepresente nilang testigo at mga ebidensya, mga papeles, ay patungkol dito sa mga properties ni Chief Justice Renato Corona. Matatandaan natin na sinasagot nila itong mga aligasyon ng prosekusyon ng mga nakaraang linggo patungkol dito sa mga properties ni Chief Justice na umano'y hindi niya i-declare sa kanyang Statement of Assets and Liabilities.
Tanong natin kay Attorney JJ. Attorney J, naging issue kanina sa pagtatanong on cross-examination ng prosecution, yung validity ng notaryo. At pumunta pa nga tayo sa detalye kung meron mang notarial report, kung merong notarial commission itong notary public na nagnotaryo nitong dokumento. Bakit nga po mahalaga itong ipaliwanag sa korte?
Kasi sa ngayon, napakahigpit ng rules on notarial practice. Gusto lamang sigurong palabasin ng prosecution na itong notaryo publikong ito ay hindi commissioned for the year ng 2007 na sinasabi nitong clerk of court. At sa gayon, pag nalaman niya na ito ay hindi talaga commissioned, gusto nilang ipawalang bisa yung SPA at yung deed of trust.
Attorney, kung sakaling napatunayan na hindi commissioned for that year, o kung sakasakali peke, itong notary public, kasi alam po natin maraming mga notary public dyan, ano pong ibig sabihin nito at ano pong epekto nito dun sa dokumento mismo?
Okay, itong dokumento ay agreement nga between two private persons, no? So, kung ano pa man yung agreement nila, ito ay valid sa isa't isa. Pag may depekto ang kanyang pagkakanotaryo, ito ay hindi magiging public document. In other words, epektibo lamang ito sa ating dalawa, ngunit sa publiko, hindi mo maaaring maisa publiko ito dahil nga depektibo ang notaryo. Ngayon, yun yung gustong palabasin ng prosecutors. Pero sa pananaw ko, kung hindi totoong notaryo publiko ito, valid pa rin ang agreement ng mag-anak na Corona sa isa't isa. Subalit yung notary public ay dapat sigurong maparusahan kung siya ay wala talagang commission for that year.
So, attorney, ibig po ba sabihin ito na kung sakasakali nga, hindi nga po valid itong pagkakanotarize dito sa special power of attorney, pwede pa rin gawin nitong mga magulang, nitong si Sharina, yung kanyang mga pinapagawa?
Maaari pa rin dahil ito ay kasunduan nga sa pagitan nating dalawa kung ano yung maaari mong gawin sa aking property. Ganun lang lamang yon. Magkakaproblema lamang yan kung magkakaroon ng pangatlong salin o lipat ang property na ito dahil hindi magiging public document ito.
Pero makikita natin, Cathy, ang kanila pa rin pinupunto or what they're trying to establish na si kay Sharina ito. Pero ang argumento kasi ng prosekusyon na hinahanap natin yung kasagutan ay na itong si mga anak ni Corona ay walang kakayahan or kapasidad na bumili nitong mga property na ito. Mukhang ang sinasabi ng prosecution, we do not question the existence of these contracts that seem to prove na kanila nga ito. Pero yung kakayahan, paano ba ito, Attorney JJ? Dapat bang magkusa ang prosecution? Or what if they just completely ignore that point? Ano ba, when the judges, senator judges, decide on that matter, ano yung kanilang titingnan?
Okay, unang-una, dapat siguro ang prosecution medyo i-introduce na nila ito at questionin na nga nila yung kapasidad ng pagbabayad nitong si Sharina Corona.